there are like four main classes of antibiotics, and the first class works by inhibiting the cell wall synthesis. And what they do, they bind to something called the penicillin binding protein in the cell wall of gram-positive bacteria. And when they do this, the bacteria can't cross-link its cell wall components called the peptidoglycan chains. And so they can't make the cell wall, and water starts flowing into the bacteria because of osmosis, and this causes the bacteria to die of cell wall lysis. And so examples of these kind of antibiotics are beta-lactams. And these are, for example, penicillins and carbapenems. On the other hand here, there are other types of antibiotics that works by inhibiting the protein synthesis. And the way they can do this is by binding to the ribosome subunits, mainly the 50S subunit, but there are also a 30S subunit, and this makes it hard for the tRNA to bind to the ribosome, and therefore protein synthesis can't occur. An example of antibiotics in this class are gentamicin and clindamycin and tobramycin. And a third antibiotic class works by inhibiting the DNA replication, and they do this by binding to enzymes critical in this process. For example, the DNA topoisomerases or the DNA gyrases. And one antibiotic in this class are called quinolones. Quinolones or fluoroquinolones. And in this last class, there are antibiotics that can work by inhibiting the folic acid synthesis. And this inhibits the bacteria because they need folic acid to replicate their DNA, because it works as a cofactor for enzymes that are critical in the replication process. And one antibiotic in this class are called sulfonamides. Which also includes, for example, trimetroprime.